before the people of this country be elect him as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the president, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, be promised for improve on education, health, energy, water, and other areas them. But since April 2018, wetin don be the president in achievement and why e fit say Sierra Leoneans dem for voter in back come June 24 general elections. Beyond Borders Online TV talk to the CEO for Smart Movement for the SLPP, Mr. Smith Stephen Gerga, for tell we wetin e think about President Bio in 5 years and why they form this movement.
Well, the smart movement basically they gear towards the re-election of Julius Maada Bio, which happens to be the president of Sierra Leone, President Bio.
Okay. When you launch this smart movement?
Well, the smart movement actually starts in 2018. We started from Kenema to Kono during the 2018 election, and we continue with till now. And we recently launched Nakono in February.
Okay, what you want to achieve so far?
Well, we don't achieve a lot. After the launching of the program, they do house-to-house campaign.
All right.
What they call Operation Touch Your Area, and that campaign don't help a lot. We don't talk to thousands of people across Sierra Leone, because each and every area we'll go, we set a group and talk to them about the vision where the president gets for this country and the good things that we don't do and what they're about to do.
Okay, you talk about across the country. When again, it's specific area they want to target with this movement.
Well,
I'm talking about like district level.
Yes.
Okay.
Konona one.
All right.
As we been launched in Konon, operation starts right away. We get hundreds of groups. We will get Nakono areas by area.
What's one of the aim at?
The re-election of President Bio. Then our main aim.
President where he talk about, he said, why if he say this movement for champion the re-election of President Bio?
Well,
we talk about the thing that we don't do, way for convince somebody say, now this the president do, I want to make a re-elect.
Okay. If I begin mention or name things them way President Bio don't do in these 4 years, we will left here till tomorrow. And everything is vivid. Kono to be specific, I just start with Kono. When you go Kono right now, the light now 24 hours. Across Sierra Leone, the major towns them all side now get light, electricity, we 24 hours non-stop. Me and you two know right now about the brand new airport where it is in operation currently, and so many other things them we don't do. And we want let President Bio continue for doing good thing there. We don't start.
Other school of thought go tell you say all this yes president don't do, but there are other areas where they really need for improve on. Where if you say President Bio for need for improve on, you go tell some of the area there which don't be the challenge of the presidency since he assumed power 2018.
Okay, I know what the spirit fact there has been some challenges we may you to know. And why we want some more, now make we need to get more time for let it continue for do some of the good things and we don't do and we still they do. And me and you to know what they happen at the world currently. What they happen at the world, things they go up every day. We in no day in control of the government of Sierra Leone. And me and you to know that. But we get more time, it go do more than what you don't do.
Smart movement you just talk about say when I don't launch recently. When I get any targeted number where they part of this smart movement across the country?
We want everybody to be included in the smart movement. Politics na number. If the whole Sierra Leone join the smart movement, everybody welcome. So we'll not get any targeted number that's saying that this specific number wants for they join the smart movement. Everybody welcome, and I make we talk to each and every But the once you don't reach the age for vote and you be register, will they target you? Will they talk to you?
All right. You talk about say smart movement known across the country now. You talk about other groups then.
Yes.
Smart movement now a umbrella body, right?
Yes.
When I get other groups then where they under smart movement.
Exactly. We get other groups them way like we go launch na can also. Some people can hey, me say we don't get this young group. We say okay, can under the smart movement, and they all day I get in touch with them almost every day because each area gets in your head with that group they when that person they were ready for each where I want to talk to them. I can call that person they say I want to get meeting with so areas. Then I can meet to them.
I want to make them vote for. Highlight few of that here, but way if you say if we will convince the ordinary Sierra Leonean go make a vote for your president.
We take into consideration the free education. The free education don't help most of the Pinkerton that's really now. First term, we can really say if mama born 5 or 6 picking them, they say okay, because of school fees, let 2 sit down, let them not go school. Let the other 2 go school. Or because we need to pay fees for them. It happened in the days of mama them. Say me they grow up and get sense. Some parents and they say we're not able responsible for their 5 picking, they are all for go school. So let 1 or 2 go school. Now the way we get responsible for. But then a different case now. You get 10 picking at also everybody for go school. That alone don't do for let we re-elect President Bio. Take into consideration the 30% for women. Now any side where you go, you're a human with 30%, and it's working. And they see that, and you therefore see that during this election, then therefore include women them, inclusiveness. Again for day. A lot things than they we President Bio don't do. We that alone don't do for let we re-elect them again.
Therefore, really know what you going to convince the people then. You don't start. So any other thing they where in terms of governance where you will point at saying that this president don't do despite the other thing we don't highlight.
Well, you know, like when I can go out, people they can say, we want eat food no day, tin tranga. I can tell them say, I not will say tin not tranga. You understand? But this president will get to talk and do. President Bio. Now that make a not just focus on education now. Let we elect him. This can wait the council now. Agriculture, therefore, be one of the major things that we will get for focus on. Agriculture, therefore, be one of the major things that we will get for focus on. Because if we dey grow it, we dey eat, we not supposed for the one after white rice again. Where you go Ghana, they not just depend on rice. They get the corn where they depend on. You go Kenya, they not they just depend on white rice. Then get waiting that they grow then they eat. If Salona and rice they eat, we bush them green. Let we go back na the farm them. Let we go grow this food where we they eat. Now one of our main objective them this other election way President Bio get for come. It get for be one of the flagship programs them we will get for election for come back.
More about human rights abuse. Or
Well,
thing that we don't do for just contain the human rights in this country.
And in SLPP in general, we not sabi that tradition for abuse human rights. So when President Bio become a president, it continue that good work. As we dey talk right now, no journalist not in a prison. It don't abolish the criminal libel law. Again, I dey put unto you say during the days of the APC, the youths them nakono, they can just go hold them, then can put in a cell, we then do small thing without them even investigate or do any other thing. In the history of Sierra Leone, during the APC term, they don't go beat chief them nakono. They don't go make, they don't sit down and run. We don't sabi them kind of politics then. In SLPP, now I expect we get for the human right. All waiting people they talk say, will they abuse human rights or SLPP they abuse human rights? Now just a scandal by the opposition. Because me and you two know say, they don't get anything for say. They just do that for attract the international community. But then say no say, we not sabi such politics. And we not they play them, and we not they do them. We respect human rights. We respect the people.
For remove that criminal libel law in the book. Why if you say we do that day? Just because a manifesto promise make it be done, or it just done because it want do?
Well, let's just start to answer this question by giving a vivid example in the two terms of Anes by Chroma. The first time, he promised for removal. He not remove him. Second time, he come, he promised again say they remove him. He not remove him. President Bio, in the first time, he say he remove him. Where he come, he remove him. This not a president where not a man of few words. When he says he do this, he do him. Now he make we call her talk and do. That name they followed President Bio. Anything where he say he do him. Now he make if they say, hey, President, no they talk, you know they talk. And not ever talk something, say, they can't do this, in not do them. Whenever I say they do this, they do them. When they say they give university to the people of Kono, they don't give them. They don't give them. There is a video where President by then, Anes by Chroma, in the second time where the campaign, where he say they count the university in Kono. The video they don't ever do them. We don't have to play that kind of politics then. When President Bio say they do this, they do them. So when he say they give the university to the people of Kono, they do them because they talk them. Anything where he talk, they do them. And not just come, say, therefore remove the law, at the end of the day, not remove them. No, now man of in word. He talk them and he do them.
What's not his scorecard we will give President Bio?
99.9.
Why 99.9?
Because when you watch a manifesto, each and everything we enlist into that manifesto, he accomplished everything. Everything President Bio accomplished. It's rather unfortunate. We must amend the White was satisfied. He feed me today. He feed me for 1 year. The day will not feed me. I tell you say this man not feed, not ever feed me. But when you look at that manifesto, everything tick with green right now. It don't accomplish everything at that manifesto. So I get 99.9%.
And relationship, because most times some people will say from the government side they will say before they assume power, the IMF, the World Bank, they all be done pull out now this country.
Well, in the past government, Sierra Leone be done the black book at the international world or international community. I go say that we don't blacklist we. You know, when President Bio take power, Sierra Leoneans they say they travel, but not so. The APC be don't mess this country. Why I say mess? They be don't mess this country. Well, like Mother Bio they travel for clean them mess, then the way APC don't mess this country. Well, even the international community no they mean any good for we. So all them travel, where President Bio they travel. And they go for go clean them messes then they where they don't mess Sierra Leone. Because when it comes to for good from the international community, nobody consider Sierra Leone again because of all within the past government we don't do. You understand? And Madam, you don't clean the name of Sierra Leone, make the award and recently as the best president. And he's going to continue for be the best. Because the next 5 years, this election, they win a move. Will they win this election? Will not go on off this election. Will they win them? And President Bio, you know I can call him Salon Paul Kagame. When you look at President Bio, now person, he little or not even care but in your own life compared to how he care about the people of Sierra Leone. Because the kind of risk not to travel elect, President Bio not to travel elect. Because the kind of risk involved in traveling and all other things, he's going almost every day in other rest. When he decide for put on hand under the picking them. The picking now the future of now. And I will even say that the future of tomorrow. You understand? So their human capital development where President Bio don't focus on so. Tomorrow Bambai, me and you two will sit down. Say we'll be one president will be named Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. You know, you might see her now. Some people still blind, they're not able to see him because of they know they na that particular party, they know they na SLPP. The airport we don't make now. Either SLPP, either APC, if they travel, we must use them. Or somewhere come out the council now use. So development, and not they just do it because of the SLPP people. He is doing it because of Sierra Leone people. You been SLPP, you been APC, you get for use a facility. So I they talk to all voters that let will come in numbers and vote for President Julius.
Talk about this. What's not you message to the youth man in this country? Say politics is about convincing your opponents for buy your idea. Allow maintain the peace of this country.
For able maintain, allow maintain the peace of Sierra Leone. And they talk to the youth and say, violence not a pay. This 2023 election, let no politician no meet una for go fight, for go choke, for go kill. Any politician we can meet una ask them where you own picking them, where you own people them, where your family. SLPP will believe in, will not believe for fact. Will not believe for go pack money, give voters and say drink, smoke, una go fight. SLPP will believe in policies. Now you make when they go out there, the same old politics where people don't used to, where they see you now money they feel say you can't wait. We can tell and say I can give you money now, you eat and today and you don't tomorrow. But if I count any developmental thing that you achieve them, it will last with you till 30 to 40 generation. It happened we will go talk to some people that are looking in town. People in Kamboku, thousands of people. Some people still used to this old politics that now money we carry it. So no. SLPP, what we want to know una problems them. We want to know what in this community they face. Now they tend to begin tell we say the community not gets water well, they don't even get water. We in, they not they get chance for go market, they begin they not they go school. They count so many other issues them. And I tell them, if I can't give una 50,000, they are say una vote for President Bio. Meaning I don't can pay una, I know with no development at no we can have. But I can't for can una problems them. So when President Bio can in power back, who votes for President Bio back, the thing they want at this community, it will bring and come. And are they in touch with them? We get for make them rich. We get for dig water well for another community. And thousands of youths in that community. We tell them this time around, nobody will not allow anybody, no youth man for go out there for fete. We will not create room for any violence this time around. We're not ready for that. We not they accept that. We not they condole that.
Will get any good alternative without SFP in this country or govern the people of this country?
No. Come back.
So finally, what will be your message to voters there?
President Bio, not a mistake. President Bio come for change this country. He gets Sierra Leone at heart. He get the people of Sierra Leone at heart. He ready for do more and more. When you see President Bio one-on-one, you talk to him. You really know say it mean good for this country. You really know say it get the Sierra Leone people at heart. Now that make it try every day and night for make Sierra Leone better.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.